Hello, this is Letters to Johan 216. This one's called On the Road. Dear Ewan, I just pulled over in the parking lot of a 24-hour fitness. I need to get to Portland by 5 p.m. so I can do a certification session for a student in the Level Up training. I got a Wi-Fi hotspot and now I can be anywhere in my car and still work. I'm going to film with a guy that had to wait for some test results to come back. There are embers to be on the move heating up in me. This trip was a success. I reconnected with my family, dad, mom, sister, and best friend. I'm staring fascinatedly at the reconnections. I could feel them in our conversations. For most of the month, it was like two sine waves that were peaking and dipping, but not in sync. Something happened with my sister last night. I could feel myself pulling away when we didn't sync, and then I just kept going. Our talking went from the gait of a newborn giraffe into a playful frolicking. Impulsiveness was easy and supportive instead of interruptive. In retrospect, I think I was pulling away for fear that we wouldn't achieve frolicking, like that would be disappointing. But then I remember that I'm open to disappointment, and being open to it seems to be a wonderful seam of magic. It feels like I just got acupuncture. It feels like I just drank a green smoothie. Health is in me. It's so funny that it's easier to notice it wasn't in me when it reappears, and that health builds, and like an eagle leaving the nest, I can feel more at home right now when I'm on the move. I'll come back from Portland and get one more night with my dad. We're going to hit the gym and then break from his keto diet with a trip to a Mexican place near him. He'll drop me off at a shuttle stop, and then I'll fly to Raleigh Monday morning to film with a hot guy for 2 nights who has a foot fetish and is dangerously handsome. There's a speck of what looks like worry in me about the future. It's tiny. I touch the worry and can't tell if I like it. I'm entirely ambiguous with it. It's like a tack in my shoe, a low grade cold plunge in my chest. It seems to make me more courageous and awake, like an open windows breeze that prevents me from dozing off. It also just feels like stress, but it's a stress that's enabling a lot of newness. I don't know this guy I'm going to spend 2 days with. His friend is going to pick me up and take me to his town after the 2 days, and I'm going to spend 2 days filming with him. If either of these things were happening last year, they would be such a highlight. They still are, but they're occurring in a sea of highlights. Some part of me wishes I could live without the stress. Can I have all the highlights that the stress produces, but ditch the stress? I don't know. So I'm formally doing something now. I'm allowing the idea that maybe this stress is just in contrast to the malaises I'm accustomed to currently. Maybe this is just the feeling of me being alive. Do you know what a basal rate is? It's the amount of ambient sugar in our systems. My sister is diabetic, and the doctor told her that her basal rate was too high and that she needed to adjust it down. The problem with that is our nerves, when denied the sugar they're used to, scream in pain. Like the nerves just go into pain mode. She used to sit looking fabulous and suppress tears because it felt like there were needles in her legs. I'm looking at this stress like that. I'm a little uncomfy, certainly not as much as my sister. And uncomfy for me is the direction of health. Knowing uncomfy is the direction of health makes it a little more comfortable. I'm not going to talk about it with anybody. I've learned that living out the adjustment of basal rates is a slow transformation. Caterpillars can't chit chat when they're facing liquefaction. It's a surrender, sending both of us compassion for any existence that calls for our grit. Mike.